I found a weird number in my phone. When I called back, I couldn't believe what I heard. It all started last week when I was sitting at work, checking my phone. I had a few missed calls, but none from anyone I knew. One number in particular caught my attention. It was strange. Instead of a normal phone number, it had only 7 digits, like something from an old network. I decided to call back, even though I had no idea where it came from. At first, there was silence, then a soft sound like someone was listening to me but not speaking. After a few seconds, a voice on the other end said, "Hey, do you remember me?" I was confused. I'd never heard this voice before. "Sorry, who's this?" I asked. The voice replied, "It's me. Don't you remember? This isn't our first time talking." I started getting freaked out. I hung up the phone, but those words kept echoing in my head. "This isn't our first time talking." I had no idea what that meant. No one had ever called me from that number before. A few minutes later, the phone rang again. I decided to pick it up, even though I had no clue what was going on. At first, nothing happened. Then the voice spoke again. "You don't know what's going to happen if you don't return to where you belong." I froze. What was this supposed to mean? The voice sounded like it knew things about me that no one else did. I didn't remember any place I needed to return to. I asked what they meant, but the voice just laughed and hung up. At that point, things started getting really weird. Strange things began happening that I couldn't explain. That same day when I got home, I noticed that something was off. Nothing major, but little details. The bed sheets were rearranged, a few books were missing, and where my computer usually sat, there was a box with things I didn't recognize. A cold chill ran down my spine. Then the phone rang again. Same number. "The time is running out," the voice said. I decided to go to the police, tell them everything, but when I got there, I saw something terrifying. On their desk was a phone, and on the screen was the same weird number that had been calling me. At that moment, I had only one question. Who has the power to control my life like this? To know what's going to happen before it does? To this day, I have no idea what's going on. Is this some kind of prank or something worse? But one thing's for sure, I'll never call that number again.